Greetings and happy day. I certainly hope you are super fantastic. I am here because Lovable, one of my favorite platforms, is doing something that is truly incredible. And when we think about AI, many people are so hesitant. Many people are like, where do I start? How do I start? And as many of you know, I just wrote my book, AI Executive Intelligence. And the executive piece is really about us understanding what we bring to this space. So you have AIQ, which is the intelligence of the tool, and then you have EXQ, which is your own intelligence. And your own intelligence makes everything so extremely powerful. And today, Lovable has given us the chance to build for free. For in honor of all of the women, they're having something that's called She Builds. And I want to take this time to show you how easy and simple it is to actually build. I want you to be able to build and start using this amazing platform for yourself. And I know many of us spend a lot of time. We spend a lot of time with developers, and I'm not saying we need to get rid of our developers, but what I am saying is that we have an opportunity to create different things and something that might be truly amazing for us. And so the very first thing that I want you to do is to go to Lovable, and that is Lovable, Lovable. And so when you go to Lovable, you'll see the she builds. And from there, I just want you to see, first of all, how beautiful it is. Then the second thing I want you to do is I want you to open up, if you have ChatGPT. And I'm going to tell you why I want you to start. I want you to have these two open because what ChatGPT is going to allow us to do is to get some direction and then go over to Lovable. And when I show you how easy it is to build something amazing, you are going to be like, what in the world? Is this real? And when I tell you it is, it really is. And so, in honor of International Women's Day, I am going to, and this is all just really impromptu. I did not know that Lovable was going to do this, and I am in so many communities. And thank you so much, Jonathan, for always posting and keeping me ahead of the game to let me know what's happening. And so when I realized that they were going to do this, I said, I've got to spend some time and show my community and my friends how to actually post and create something unlovable. I'm going to do something simple first, and let's just start here. I I would like to create a program, an app for women that checks in with them and just kind of ask them, how are you today? And based on what they say, I would like to create a quote or something nice to send back to them. So I think the idea of what I am wanting to create is some way to let women know how amazing they are. And with it being International Women's Day, I think that this will be a great thing. So, ChatGPT, what I need you to do is to help me think about a prompt or what I can send to Lovable to create this idea that I have. So, to make this work, I would love it if you would give me three possibilities that would allow this idea to come to life. And so I did it this way. One, because I don't typically ramble when I'm working with ChatGPT. I have all of these prompts that I have, my master prompt and all of that. But I think that when you're showing someone how to use a tool, it is extremely important to show them how simple it is. And so the very first thing I do is I go and turn on my microphone, and then I just started to talk. And then I'm going to hit send, and then ChatGPT is going to show what my goal is, an emotional mirror, and it's going to give me some ideas that would be possible. And then very simply, I could take this and then go over to Lovable to create. So that was my first thing. So let's look and figure out which one I like. Let me see. If you want something really powerful, a voice response, 30 days. All right. Names, inner glow, she speaks. All right. I love this. All right. So so they gave me a lot of options that you will see. Like option 1, it came back with a simple daily check-in, simple and fast to build, prompt for Lovable, create a simple mobile-friendly web app, Amazing You, designed for women, and that's what it created. And then the second option, and notice because the way that my brain works, I don't like any tool or anyone to give me one option. I just I don't like it. So I asked it, give me 3, and it did. And so the second one is emotional intelligence reflection app. And this is a deeper, more meaningful. It adds a reflection, and it's her daily reflection. And what's going to be so beautiful is that I would have the opportunity to build all 3 of these if I want it, because Lovable is allowing us the opportunity to just build something for women today. And then the third is an AI companion for women, and that is a prompt for Lovable that is on encouragement that says she is enough. And so I would love to know which one you think is which one would you like? And I'm gonna go here to my comments and see. Okay, so it looks like people are most interested in 1. All right, so from that, I'm going to go and do 1. So it looks like people are saying 1 because I mean that's a cool one. So we will try 1. I'm live on a lot of streams, so you're like if you're looking, I'm also looking in the different places. So let's try 1. And so now I will go back to ChatGPT and I will say, someone says 3. Ha ha ha. Okay. Um, let's see. Let me ask ChatGPT which one would be uh-oh. I didn't have to do that. I could have just shown you this thing here. Which one would be faster? The option 1, 2, or 3, which one is the fastest? Because we had people vote. I had 1 and 3, and I'm really just trying to see for display purposes, which one would be faster to demonstrate how amazing Lovable is and how important it is for women to get into this vibe coding, because anything that we can conceive, we can achieve. So let's see what it says. Okay, the fastest choice is option 1, okay? So, create option 1. Alright, that's what we're gonna tell it. It says the fastest one is option 1. We don't need all of that. Just create option 1 with directions for Lovable. I want you to see how amazing Lovable is. Alright? And this is just something that anyone can do, and I spend a lot of time vibe coding. It's like my favorite pastime. It really is because I'll have an idea and then instantly I can just go to Lovable and I can create it. And it is something that I can share, something that can be used, and it works just beautifully. So, but I want you to see how fast and how amazing this is. So, um, and right now, what's happening is ChatGPT is actually building the the message to send to Lovable. And so it's basically so what I'll do is I'll just copy this and then I'm going to go over to Lovable. And in order for you to see that, I've got to share my screen so you can see so this is what ChatGPT created right here. This is the thing, the Lovable prompt, and I'm going to copy that. And then I am going to go over to Lovable, one of the most beautiful apps, websites ever. And I just would love to have you think that this is very difficult, but it's not. And so I'm just going to do a um, control V, I think, right here. And I'm going to copy it. And this is the Lovable screen. And then I'm just going to start. And it's just going to verify that I'm a human. And then Lovable is going to start to build our process. And so that's what it's doing. It is taking the idea and it is building it. And as you see over here, it says Lovable is free until 1 a.m. No credits deducted. And that means any idea that you've had. I just think this is an incredible opportunity for us to get into the space. Traditionally, when you think about coding and all of those things, it has been a male dominated field. I'm not opposed to men, but I want to make sure that we do understand that it has been male dominated for a long time. And it is important for us to really think about how we can start to take ownership and start to create some amazing things for ourselves. And this is what Lovable is really about. And it's so cool because it shows you what it's doing. What makes AI so powerful is AI is using our very own English language. That is what it is using. It is using the language that we use all the time. It is using that to create what it is making, and you don't have to. It's funny because I started coding in elementary school. So when I was in the gifted program at Morris Brandon, I would leave my class and go on this Apple and I would do, 10, 20, 30, all this and basically all of this to have hello go across the screen. And I was so really proud of myself that I was able to do that. And now I don't even have to do 10, 20, 30, or anything. All that I have to do is to have an idea. And I think we all have ideas. And what I am encouraging people, and the reason why I wrote my book, AI Executive Intelligence, was because I saw so many people that were not in the AI space. They were afraid of it. They don't know where to start. They don't know why to start. And I started using ChatGPT in 2023. I'm an early adopter. I love technology. And when I started, it is nowhere near where it is today. And so I just started and I would just keep, trying to work with it. And then I got better and I have all these formulas and all this stuff that really makes it work. But the truth is the most important thing for us is to just start. It is just to get in there. And I am not a fan of anything that discriminates. I like all people in all groups. And so if you are whatever, get in there. I know it's International Women's Day, and that's why they are showing this and allowing us to play with this space today. But you, as a male, you can create something today as and that's that magic sound lets us know in the time that I've been talking that we have created our app. So let me get over to this space and see what we made. And so this is the thing. It says, "Amazing you. How are you feeling today?" Take a moment and check in for yourself. And I'm going to say, I am hopeful. Actually, I am really happy because Lovable did this and I get the chance. And it says, reflect back to me. And look what we created. You guys, look what we made together. And 10 minutes. We made an entire app and a program. And they gave us a quote she remembered, and then we can check it again. And guess what makes this amazing? So then I can go right here and publish this. I can publish this publicly to Lovable, continue, where you can then go out and see what I made and use this app. This app, it will actually be live in about a minute. And so that is one of the coolest things ever. And so that is a sample of Lovable, and this is called vibe coding. And it is so cool to have an idea or think about a way that you think that you can improve the world. You're thinking about, I wish there was a way where parents could communicate on this. I wish there was a way for this. All of these things are possible when you use an app like Lovable, and it is instantly available. And so here is the app, and I will put this, and I don't know how to put it on. I'll put it on all of the chats later when I re-upload this. But this thing is available. It is out there. I'm going to just copy this so you can see that, and I'm going to go to this, share this tab. Now it's live. It's out there for anyone to check and to share. So that was just a very simple thing with Lovable, and I want you to know that this is something that you can do. Any idea that you have, hi Milo, it just doesn't matter. You can change the world. If you're wanting to do whatever, you have the opportunity to do that. And so the thing is you don't just have to use Chat GPT. You can use any program that you like. And the truth is that Lovable will help you to actually create whatever it is that you want. But use I tend to use ChatGPT as my go-to for brainstorming, and then I would use more Claude for deep thinking. And again, any idea that you have, any idea, you can create it with Lovable. And today is She Builds Day. And that means that Lovable is free for you to try. So I would love for you to go out there and try it. And I am going to also show you my Lovable pages because I do a lot on Lovable. And when you see my stuff, I'd love for you to know that I am creating that with Lovable because I think that Lovable is lovable. So when you're thinking about whatever it is you want to create, just say to myself, I have some ideas, and I can create something. So, some of the ideas that I've had in the past, I wanted a real connection hub for people where they could kind of go in and you you create a circle, and from that circle, what you do is you check in with your circle, and your circle, you literally put a number like, how am I today? And you have your inner circle, your closed circle, your extended circle, and then you have them, you ask, how is everybody? And this is that, how are you really? And this one came from my godson, Zoe, because he wanted it to be called in real time. He thought that we spend a lot of time on social media, but people don't know how you're doing in real time. So we created this one that would allow people to really start to think about, how are you really? And you could schedule FaceTime or something where if someone says they need a check-in or whatever it is they need, then you know what's happening. You're not waiting for them to post or not to post. You get the chance to really know how they're doing. Another one that I have created in Lovable is coach authority. So I spend a lot of time with coaching. As many of you know, I'm a master certified coach, and so I created my class. IQ got you promoted. EQ, I mean, what IQ got you hired. EQ got you promoted. AIQ is your intelligence, and this whole website. I created this in Lovable, and it really helps you to just took my idea and made it clear, and it was very quick for me. I added my pictures and all of that. So I used to have to go to website developers, and I'm not trying to get people not to have jobs, but I this one was something that I was able to just do myself, and it was very, very fun. Another one that I created, because I just love the idea of understanding how your expertise plays with AI, and so I have my own a book and equation. It's AIQ, which is the AI is intelligence, which is about the tool, plus EXQ. And EXQ is your experience, like whatever you've done for a long time, that's what you're bringing to the tool. And whatever you're bringing to the tool, it gives you a competitive advantage. I did something very quick and I just spoke to it and threw it out there. But when I tend to talk in my scientific training, and that training comes up. I have it do a lot of deep research. And when you're looking here, the science, the silence in the room and just the different things. I put this kind of stuff to help us understand what's happening. My AIEXQ model was based on the evidence based research from MIT. And what MIT talks about is how important artificial intelligence is. And so, but you have to understand that that intelligence of the system has to be married with the human in the loop for it to be extremely successful. The system can do a lot, but the system also hallucinates. It does a lot of things. And so having the human in the loop is really important. And these are all different things that I've created on Lovable. And so you have, I don't know, maybe about 5 hours when you can just go out there and start to play with Lovable, and you're able to see just how beautiful it creates things. And so Lovable is a great tool. My bestie is in the house, and I am working on stuff for her because Silence the Shame needs it. But more importantly, Shanti Das has a book on grief, and we are working on a grief app for her. And because people need this type of stuff, they need to see it and need to know it. And Shanti and I, over the time, we've been in this business forever. We have had to reach out to the people across the world, and it takes us forever. Or you go to somebody here and they'll charge you $2,500 for a website and you still waiting for it. No, we don't have to wait anymore, guys. It is, apps like Lovable. All you have to do is have an idea. And with those ideas, you are able to create just fantastic things. So, again, in honor of today being Women's Day, International Women's Day, you have the chance. I also want to take a moment, if I can, to show you my absolute, well, I shouldn't even say absolute favorite because every tool for me is my favorite tool, because every day the tools get better and better and better. And so when you're thinking about this tool here, this is Claude. Claude is super smart. Claude is so smart. And what you could do, the only difference with Claude, and this is when I have to use my whisper flow, is that you can't just speak to it, but I have something that allows me to speak to it. And I would say, um, Claude, yeah. I just have to type it on Claude for you all to be able to see it. I want to create, and again, I don't get fancy when I'm teaching because I think that that's how people want to show off. You don't need to know all the stuff. I just want you to start. And as you start and you want to get better, ask me questions. I can help you. But the most important thing is just to start. I want to create an app. No, actually, what I want to do is I want to create a website that is a resource of positive thinking. And again, this is all in honor, and I'm dyslexic, if you all didn't know. Positive thinking for women. For what? Positive thinking for women. Use my color palette, and this is what I love about, this is the other thing that I really love about AI. Um, it doesn't care if you, can type or not because it can fix everything for you. And so I am, again, we're about to do something very, very quick, and I'm gonna get my little color palette in, throw it in here. And I also have skills for this, but again, I'm not trying to make it fancy for you. I just want to help you to see how simple and easy this can be. So I want to create a website, positive thinking for women, use my color palette. Um, think about what will make it helpful for women. Use some theory. No, I'm not gonna do all that for y'all. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna make it simple. I'm keeping it simple today. That's all I'm doing. All right. And so, wait a second. Hold on. I left something out, and that's the thing. Do 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 do, because Claude will fix it. I meant to tell it I want to make it in Lovable. And so I want this for Lovable because the thing about Claude is Claude can build on its own. Claude is so smart, it can build its own. So Claude code, it can do this, not the same thing as Lovable, but pretty close. All right. Now it's saying I want to create a stunning full featured. Okay, let me build something truly beautiful. And so now it's starting to think about what it wants to do. And that's what's happening. That's the whole idea. I want to make sure that we understand that these tools are out here. Come and do Lovable today with me. I have learned through my research, and the reason why I created the AI executive intelligence is that my generation, we're high touch. It's like, okay, everyone's saying do it, but we really like to make sure that we do it well and do it right, and someone tells us what to do so we don't waste our time. It's like everyone is like, "Go do this, go do that," or you'll go on the YouTube channel and they'll give you a 10-minute clip and they've done something magnificent and they left out half the information. You're like, "Well, whoa, whoa." So it's very important that we really figure out and learn how to do these things. And again, I want to show you just the bargain basement, just the simplest way to get things done. And so I hope, I hope that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you something else. So watch this. I'm going to go now. I'm gonna go now to Gemini because I want you to understand there's so many tools, and all of these are like chatbots, and they could do the same thing. I want I want a lovable app, a lovable prompt, a lovable prompt. You don't have to be perfect, and that's when I launched my book, I made a lot of errors on purpose, because I know how to make the tool do what it needs to do, but I wanted to show people that you don't need to be perfect. And so this is what Gemini just created for me. It's done all of this. And now I'm going to take what Gemini made for me and just copy it. I'm going to copy the response. I'm going to go back to Lovable, go back to the dashboard where Lovable is waiting for me. And I'm going to click this and I'm going to do this. And now Lovable is building the second thing for me. It's on the second idea. Hold on, share this tab instead. So now we're on the Lovable, and you can see Lovable thinking. And hey there, Dennis from Ghana. You can see Lovable building this. And it's really important that we learn and play with these tools. I am a firm believer that AI is only as smart as the user. AI is brilliant. Nobody is trying to take that away, but you have your intellectual capital. You know what you want to build. You know what you've been waiting and dreaming about, and Lovable gives you that opportunity to bring that thing to life. And you can bring any idea to life if, as I was showing you the different things that I've created. I also created like this registry for funerals because when people pass, unfortunately, um, people are always sending different things, and they all send you 20 things of chicken, and you don't need those things of chicken at that time. And I remember when my mom passed, I sent out this post and I said, listen, just send me gift cards. One, because I knew I wasn't going to have an appetite. But two was because I knew that I wasn't going to be at home. And then I knew I just didn't want 50 chickens all at once. And so what that afforded me the opportunity to do was to get gift cards spread out. And so I created an app for that. And that app is when people pass, this is how you use it. And the app is actually called Charities. It's Charity something. And that's a play on my name. Is Charity with Cherry. But again, the idea is understanding that we can create so many things. And all of these things are just ideas, and they don't have to be perfect. You do not have to be perfect when you're creating these apps. And I love Lovable, and I am so grateful that they have taken International Women's Day as a chance to allow this She Builds activity that is just opening it up so that we all can build and try. And, some people that are, I don't know, interesting, they don't like words like try. I like trying because sometimes I don't do, and I try and I fail. And I like to fail fast. And so it's okay if you don't get it right the first time, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I know that I'm about to, ooh, looky. Look at what we did. Can you believe this? Seriously. It's talking about my morning tree. It used my own brand because that's the thing. Claude knows me. So it used executive intelligence, um, an anchored resource library, choose your course, wings, unfolding, commitments to win, begin your journey today. Look at this site. Can you believe this? We believe that true intelligence isn't what you know, is how deeply you feel. All right. And so it really it created this thing for me just today. And that's beautiful. I gotta publish this. Like, my God, I have got to publish this thing. And actually, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and publish this one. And then we're gonna create something else because I just want you to understand how easy this is. And this is what I do. This is what I do for my business. This is what I do helping people. Because I also know that there are parts of this that I outsource. And I outsource different things because you shouldn't try to do everything. You don't have to. But if you have the idea, and with that idea, if you're able to then bring that idea to implementation, and that's true. That's truly possible. It's possible. And we've never been in a better time. I don't want to get into all of the politics. I'm gonna stay out of politics because it just does it's just too much. But we've never been in a better time. And so I'm gonna now share this tab so you can see we now have a live app out here. All right. I'm anchored, here we go. Curated, charting your course, rooted wings, motherhood and family, wellness, self discovery. Let's see. So these are the different pieces of what we've created. Set boundaries, finish the book, started. So these are the different community wins, is showing you what's possible just from an idea. And I think it's so important to take your idea and start to implement it. All of us have ideas, all of us have stories. And what we can do is to really start this whole idea of letting our stories speak for us. Let your story speak for you. So let's go and see, is there anything else in the community that you want to build? Anything else? Shanti, let me build something. I'm about to build something for my best friend right now because I always tell her, I'm like, and I have a whole, literally, my God, look at this. This is so true. This is so funny. I don't know if you can see this, but it says Shanti Files because I have a whole thing over here that she doesn't know about where I'm doing stuff for her. It's right here in front of me. So Shanti Files. So I'm going to do this right here. And this is for Shanti. And we're going to go. I'm gonna do ChatGPT because Claude tries to be too smart sometimes. So we're gonna go to a new chat window. And we're gonna ask for a women. Oh, actually, so we're sharing this tab so you can see this. So what makes ChatGPT so wonderful is they have this dictate thing here. And so create an app for Lovable that allows people who are going through grief to get tools and ideas that would be helpful for them. Let's build community and support them. So give me 3 options for how to do this very quickly on Lovable, and we wanna make it, beautiful. Use the ocean theme, and and then when you make it, include that this is Shanti Das, because this is, Shanti's idea. This is about Shanti. This is her life's work. She didn't wake up and want to do this, but this is, what God has called her to do. And so we want to make it Shanti's community, building people who are going through grief. And let's see what we can build. Give us 3 choices of what we can build fast, because we're going to do a lovable app on this. So let's see what we can build. All right, everyone. If you're just joining, we today is She Builds Day for Lovable, and we are building something that's going to be helpful and impactful for the community. Lovable has given us this chance, this day to build. And I continue to say, when we think about building, many times we it has been a male dominated field, and that's not a bad thing, but it has been. And so now we have the chance, as the nurturers that many of us are, to have ideas and to build things, go from thought to implementation very, very quickly. And so let's see what ChatGPT is going to come back with us on. Um, let's see. All right. So one is a Calm Harbor, a daily app. And it's an emotional check-in for people who are experiencing grief. That's one. And so you have the things numb, sad, and Shanti, you get to pick. And this is the prompt for Lovable on that one. Waves of grief. And actually, I'm going to change it. So let's not use ocean metaphors. Let's use weather or something else. Um, all right. So it's going to All right, switching. See how simple this is? We're going to switch from ocean to weather. And so today's forecast, grief check in, okay? And so here's one. It's sunny, cloudy, rainy. Let's do just a grief check in. All right. And this is a lovable prompt. And actually, I'm because today is it's the She Builds Day. We are going to do we're gonna do all of them. We're just gonna we're gonna do more than one. Hold on one second here. All right, we're gonna go to the dashboard, and then we're gonna just drop this in here. We're gonna see what happens. And so while we're doing this, so you like that? Okay, okay. So, because I texted you, I said, which one you want? All right, we're gonna do all 3. We're gonna do did you like the ocean one? I could change it, but I didn't. I like ocean colors, so I didn't know if we wanted it that. All right, so let's see. Ocean wow. And if anyone else wants something built, just tell me. I'm building. I'm building today. It's She Builds. Lovable is a lovable app. And that is the whole idea. The whole idea is build, build, and build. And that is what I want us to do. And I want you to understand. Oh, you like the ocean too? Okay, okay. Let me go back and tell it. Uh-oh. Matches the new book. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Sorry. Back to the ocean. Um, oh, matter of fact, I don't even have to say that. It likes it. All right, here we go. Back to the ocean. Oh, this one. Oh my God. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the healing bench next. Okay. So while it's building that and it's building it for you, I will then come with yeah, so that's what it's doing. It's building that and then we're gonna do the other one. We're gonna do the okay, we'll get to the ocean and then we'll do the bench next. That's what we'll do. And again, this is like something that I just love to do. Hi, Jai. I just love doing this. I could do this all day because I just think it's so important to help people to implement. And that's why I created my company, AI Concierge, because I want to help people. I love that everyone comes on and say, "Hey, make them." I'm sorry, my brain went to have a baby by me and be a billionaire. But I love how everyone is always saying, "You can make money, you can make money." I think that's great, but tell me how to do it. Teach me. And I think that that is one of the things that is so important. And many people in my age group, we grew up with and it's almost time. I can tell. I see it. You're gonna hear a little ding. I hope you'll hear it too. You'll hear a little ding. And there you go. All right. So the ding is up. Let's see here. And it says Shanti's community. All right. Let me see if you can see this. Sharing. All right. Let me make it a little bigger. We're going to go to this one. All right. It's up here. I'm going to go, wait, hold on. Hold up. Hey. All right. Share screen. All right. We're going to do this one. All right. So can you see this? So it says Shanti, a calm space for navigating. And so this is the thing about Lovable, all right? So this is just a simple little space right here. And so we can go over to Lovable and say, okay, make the colors how do you want the colors to be, Shanti? What would you like for the colors? What do you want? Because I did see the book. I know it has blue and gold, it has some maize colors in it. So let's just do this. Make the colors um like sunny and ocean. All right. See, this is how simple it is. Yeah, look, guess what? I've already seen that. Okay, they got you. All right. So watch this here. When I tell you all that you guys don't even know how amazing this is, I just think people are missing out. We are missing out. And what we want to be able to do is to do what we need and get our ideas out there. So what's happening right now on Lovable, just so you know? Same as that. Okay. Perfect. It's changing the colors as we speak. And so it's while it's changing the colors on that one, it is changing the colors. All right. So it says C, sun and sea applied. So now we have to um, hit return. to see what it did. All right. And so we want it more pronounced. Hold on. I want it more like this. Okay. And so my like this is going to be the actual book cover. And let's see how this works. So I think the most important thing, I keep saying what the most important thing is, all of it is important because it is just doing it. It's just figuring out how to just make things happen and not try to make everything perfect. It's just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. AI is very gentle with you. Sometimes it's too gentle, and that's a part of the training. You got to learn how to make sure that it doesn't just tell you anything because it will, because it just wants to make you happy. And so, what you want to do is you want to just try. You want to get out there and say, I've always wanted to create X. And then from that, I've always wanted to create X, create it. Particularly, try it today. You don't have anything to lose. What do you have to lose? Nothing. And I want you to see this. So check this out. I want it more like this. Um, this is Shanti's book cover. Book cover. All right. So now it's going to take that in and it's going to, now it's playing with that. All right. So now it's trying to figure out what else, what to do with that. And then it's thinking. All right. And so that's a little dark for us. Yeah, you don't have to make it dark. Hold on, hold on. Where did you? It also uses AI to build itself. I don't know why it went dark on us. See how dark it got? Let me see how I can tell it to. All right, make it lighter. All right, but you see this? Can you believe this? I'm getting it there though. Can y'all see? Yeah, it's all right. So now it's making it lighter. All right. So that's what we have. You see that? Yeah. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to publish this for now. And we can add different features to this. So I'm just doing basic publishing today because again, it's She Builds Day and I'm building. And I want you to build with me and just see how simple it is to build. Continue. Continue. And then this gives um, me an excuse to force my bestie to let me help do some other things. Okay. So it's going to start publishing on that one. And then I'm going to go back. Will it save? Will it save as? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's about I'm about to send you the link right now. I think I'm about to put the link in here for you. Hold on. But before I do that, let me go to Lovable because I'm going to build this other one. This is the ocean theme, I think. All right, this is the ocean one. All right, so view the app. This is Shanti's thing. And everyone right in front of us here is that. And I am going to text that to Shanti right here. And now that I have the cover, I'm about to do something else. Don't give me a chance to do anything like this. So it's like I'm not the person that you want to have all of this. All right. So now what we're going to do is go back to Lovable. And so if you're just joining, I want you to go to Lovable. That's all I want you to do. Today is She Builds Day in honor of Women's Day. Lovable has made it possible for us to build anything that you want. And so we are going to go over to ChatGPT and say, we want to build based on this cover, on this. Oh, yeah, that's why. Let me finish this right here. Based on this cover, share this tab instead. We want to build based on this cover. And then we're going to upload, add a file. We're going to upload Shanti's book. I'll put it there. If anyone has anything else you want built, let me know. I'm ready. We're going to want to build based on this cover. Create 3 ideas that will help heal Shanti's community. Again, I have very specific prompts and I can show you a lot of stuff. So today I have a PhD in real life, but I do not like when I walk in a room and people are teaching me as if I have one. Teach me as they said in the movie Philadelphia, treat me like I'm a 6-year-old. Break it down that way. And I think that that is the most important thing for us to do. And so, okay, we want this. We want this for Lovable, for Lovable app or website. All right. So let's go back to Lovable. Let me see. Did it create the second one yet? All right. So that's still Shanti's community. This is Shanti's community. All right. All right. We have this. The grief guide. Let's see what Lovable is making. What is making for us? Okay. All right. Give me the prompt. It's very important that we play around with it and we understand that we can make anything that we want. Any idea that you've had. It's, in the past, we would have to wait for people to make ideas for us today. And now we are creating our own ideas. And so let's get the Lovable. If you'd like, I'll give you a second one. Extremely premium, so it feels like a real startup, like a grief platform for Shanti's movement. Yes, do that for me. Super fantastic. So it knows my language. Dr. Cherry, ready to stay unsinkable? Wait, let me see. What are you all seeing right now? To this tab, let me make sure. Let me go to Lovable. Come over here so you can see what I'm building. And I'm doing this because I want everyone to just start building. That's what I want. I want everyone to start building. And it's free today in honor of International Women's Day. She builds, and that's what we're doing. We are building today. All right. So this is about the grief guide. This is the book. Okay. So make it so I can copy the prompt. Copy the prompt. All right. And it says super fantastic. Right to stand singable. Here we go. Okay. This is what it's creating for us. Is it done? Oh, nice. It says create a section called Memory Wall where people can write short messages about their loved ones. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to take this and then we're going to go over to Lovable and we're going to drop this in. And I think that we should give it the book. All right. This is the book that the tips, this is the book for the tips. Again, no need to be perfect, guys. Done is better than perfect because perfect never gets done. So we can spend our whole life talking about, oh my God, if I had have done this, if I could have done that. Zig Ziglar talks about, being stuck in the squat. It's like, I'm gonna do it when, when my child is older, when this happens, when that happens, and then we never get it done. And so, if you just do what you need to do, then things just get better. It's just do it, just like Nike, just do it. And that is what we're doing. We are building today. Go to Lovable, create your idea. Go. I I think that it might be easier for some of you to talk it out in ChatGPT first, or Claude, or Gemini, or Grok. Oh my God. Let's play with Grok today. Let's play with Grok. That is my guy. I love Grok. I apologize. I have decided not to get into everyone's political stuff. I can't do it. So Grok is XAI. Yes, it is. And we're going to use Grok and see what Grok says. And we will use that to create our next app. And if anyone has an app that they want, Jai, what app do you want? I can create it for you. Milo, you got an app? Dennis, what about you? Anyone out there interested in me creating an app for them, a website? I'm like, Oprah, you get an app, you get a website. We can do it. That's what this is all about. And I didn't even go live today with my great, fantastic lens and my camera because I said today is not about perfection, it's about getting it done. And I know getting that all set up and everything, we might not be doing what we're doing right now, but today we're doing what's important. As soon as I found out from Jonathan's site that this was happening, I jumped on it. I said, "Whoa, what do you mean Lovable is free?" And I was up at midnight. I could have been playing all day. And this is just a great, great, great thing to do. Find yourself an idea and make it come to life. It doesn't matter. Your idea could be about a carpool. Like, how can we help with a carpool? Or how can we figure out what the homeless needs? You can do anything, any idea that is important to you can be solved. And so people talk about a lot of things about AI, about how it has some ramifications for the environment. And I believe fervently that what will happen is that it will be able to solve many of the problems that we are experiencing. So a lot of the problems that we have, when the community comes together, we can start to solve big problems that we've had for a long, long, long time. And when we solve those problems, we'll be better together. It's like the wisdom of teams. There's a great book on that. What we know is that as long as you're not doing just groupthink, like you don't just want to think like people, but when you bring together really smart people and you allow them to think and to create, we're able to solve problems in a very fast, amazing way. And there's so many things that we could solve. We could really help with food insecurity. We could help with grief when you're looking at, ooh, look here, Shanti, look at what we did. All right, so let me see, which page is this? Is it this one? All right, all right. Look at this. All right. Now, I like this one. All right. Let's publish it, Shanti. We're out there. We are out there. We outside, y'all. And what makes this even great too, Shanti, is we can put this on your URL. And that's very simple. Like if you had a URL, I could then just connect this to that just like that. And so all of the pieces that might not be actually working in this moment, we can connect those. So if you're looking, when you go look at the website, I need you to tell me quickly, say, hey, add a place where I can add a database, add a place where I can do this, this, and this. And then what I will do is I'll just tell Lovable to do that. And then we'll update it and save it. So we got about 2 hours to get that done because we can change it. We can do anything that we want and really make this work. So let's share this one. So here is our new website, Navigating Grief, a compassionate space inspired by Shanti Das to support healing after loss. You are not alone. Grief is a journey. Let's take it to the next step together. All right. And so this is about how you feel right now, a 30-day healing journey, a memory wall, and community support. And then this is Shanti's book. And so first, I'm going to um, make sure that everyone has access to that so that we can support Shanti on that. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a landing page, and so all I have to do is then change all I have to do then, Shanti, is then, um, you tell me where your domain is, and then we can just change it instantly. It's very simple. It's just and matter of fact, let me just do one of those and show you how simple this is with, I'm gonna just make up, a website for myself because I have a lot of, I have a million domains. So, first of all, I'm gonna go to Namecheap and sign in so I can look at my latest domains because I am an idea person. Like when I tell you I am the happiest that I've ever been because I am able to create things that are just helpful and and I know that these things work. So and it just helps everybody. So let's create something that's called the AI Whisper Her. That's what we're going to create right quick. because I know that I have that domain. And Shanti, what I really need you to do is to look at that and text me and say you want a database, you want this, you want that. I mean it. And let me update that instantly for you. So now I am going to go to, hold on one second. I'm going to put the domain here. I said the AI whisper her. Okay. Yes. All right. So I think I'm going to use Claude. No, 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 no. I'm going to use ChatGPT because we can say it out loud. Hey, chat. What I want to do is create a website that is called the AI Whisperer. And I want it to be a website where people can come and ask questions and have community around AI. When you think about the Whisperer, the purpose of the Whisperer is for me to hear the things that are not being said. And when I'm out in the community, people are always telling me they don't know where to start with AI, they don't know how to start. And so I want to be that bridge for them. And so, since I have my trademark, shout out to Dorna Jenkins, my amazing attorney who wore her pearls today to church. Her mom is, I mean, she wore pearls to church and to the AKA meeting. Shout out to her. We have the trademark for Whisper Her because that is my brand. And I want to use AI to really help people. And I want to be able to listen and to think and all of those great things. So create me a quick prompt that I can give Lovable to create a beautiful website. My hex codes are all around the ocean and I will post those, but make that website for me. Let's make it quick so Lovable can help us. All right. So we are in the chat GPT. This is what I just spoke out loud. And then I'm going to upload this into chat GPT. And then we are going to see how ChatGPT interprets the, the kind of garbage that I threw out there. It's really good for people who I think I'm never ashamed to say I'm neurodivergent because I am. I'm dyslexic. So my brain doesn't operate the same way that other people's brains operate, which is very good for me because it keeps me I don't really worry about a lot of stuff because while people are worrying about X, I don't even have time to worry about X because I don't even see X the same way. So this whole process of ChatGPT can take my garbled thinking and just, scattered like everywhere all at once and then just lay it out for me. It took what I said, that crazy prompt that looked like this, and it made it like this. And it is amazing. And so now we're taking that garbage. And I don't want to call it garbage because it really isn't garbage. We're taking my random thoughts that ChatGPT made logical. And then we are going to go to Lovable and Lovable is going to we're gonna go to Lovable. Says, good idea. Got an idea, doctor? Yes, I do. And so Lovable is going to then turn this. Did I give it my prompt? I hope I did. My colors. I hope it knows my colors. And then it's going to start to build. And while it's building, I can start to think about the next idea. I mean, just think about this thing. I can have as many ideas as I want, but I'm doing this one again to show you how you can connect to your own website. It doesn't have to live on the Lovable app, it can just be anywhere. And so I feel like I'm at a Jerry Lewis marathon because I just am so excited about what Lovable can offer and how Lovable offers it. And so, as a person who has been in this AI game since 2023, and I watch these things improve and improve and improve, and I feel like an AI evangelist because I am going out telling everybody, please use it, please use it, please try it. And then I also feel like an alien because people are looking at me like, what is she talking about? And today is one of those days when I get to show you because if I showed you Lovable, there's a price to these things. Like I would have to pay to experiment normally. But today, Lovable is free for She Bills Day. And so it's really about the whole awareness, making sure that we understand that women can build and women we've always been central to building community and doing all of these great things. But now with Lovable, we have a full opportunity to to just build whatever we want. And just think about how women many times connect our whole thing, the difference in estrogen and testosterone, very, very clear. We know those differences. And so it's a great day, International Women's Day. Congratulations on everyone who's jumping in and learning Lovable. I celebrate all the women. I celebrate men. I celebrate everybody. But it's March the 8th, and it's also my cousin Theo, cousin brother Theo's birthday. So happy birthday to you, Theo. And it's just a great thing that we get this chance to see how this works. A lot of what I have done over my life is really empowerment. It's weird because people know me more for move out of your own way than people know that I started out and I'm in change management technical. I'm an IO psychologist. I'm at the intersection of people, process, and technology. And so I've always used technology. Here comes a ding. Listen, y'all, check this out. Oh my God, it's coming. It's about to tell me it's done. So I'm at the corner. There it is. That great sound. That great sound. Oh, while I was telling you the story. Look a here, look a here. Woo! Goodness gracious. I am feeling like this is the thing. I just want you all to understand what has happened here. I mean, look at this. Look at this. AI whisper her. Where curiosity, hold on. This right here, look at this. And so my models are trained. So they do know what I do. All right. Yeah. So there's a question hub, community conversations, the AI Whisper Her community. Join us. And so now I can go publish. And so I want to publish this first this way so that you understand this. But then I want to go back and show you how I can then get it on my own personal website so that you can understand how easy it is to have your own website. Like, you don't need to call anybody to connect it. You don't need to do anything. You can just go to GoDaddy or Namecheap or wherever you have your domain and then watch Lovable with his sweet, amazing, lovable self do all the work for you. And so right now I pushed publish. And so now I can view the app. And so when I view the app, I go here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So this is the app. And then I can go back to Lovable. And then under Lovable, I can share this in multiple places, but I can also connect it to my own website. And so I can do this, 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 this. And then let me go over here and connect my domain. I don't even have to do that, but I want to show you. Preview. Okay, so project name, settings, domain. Do 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 do. Okay. Add the custom domain. Oh goodness, I forgot that I did this thing. Hold on. I think it's still open. All right. It says add existing domain. So I'm going to connect the domain, or you could just buy one. So right now, when you're in the middle of it, you just say you wanted to not use that one. You can then just add that domain. Hold on, I lost my little place. All right, connect domain. And so, oh, that's what I was doing. I was going to get the name, go over here and copy the name of my domain, which is this one. It's the AI Whisperer. Check this out. Check this out. So then I'm going to just go like this and I'm going to hit connect domain. All right. And it's going to say, y'all are like, this cannot be this simple, but it really is. It truly is. And so now I'm going to log into my Namecheap account. It's going to send me an authentication thing. That this is the thing that I really need to build an app for senior citizens, because who in the world has time to remember all of these? They send you here to get this number, to go there to get that number. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So it's seeing if I am who I said I was, and there you go. They're going to send me that code. And when I show the code, I got to go off screen for 1 second because they always say don't share that code with nobody else. So let me pull up the code. Do, 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 do. Let's go here so I can see what you're seeing. Let's share this tab instead. And then I'll go and get the code. Always for safety. Safety first, always. Oh, I hope I did that right. If it does not authenticate, it is because, okay, so it has been authenticated. All right. So wait. Where are we? Share this. Okay, so done. So guess what? You all missed it. Look at what it says. It says AIWhisperher.com is now configured. What about that? So now my domain already is live. Can you believe that? So the domain that I was using is already live. Okay. So let's see. So it's verifying it, and then it'll be ready, and I'll be able to use that. So I hope this has been helpful. And we only have a few more hours left I really wanted to make sure that I spent some time with us and, it just helped us to see how simple this can be, and, any questions, anybody need anything, know that you can find me at AIexecutiveintelligence.com. And guess who built that site? Let me show you that one. AIexecutiveintelligence.com. Share this tab and say, guess who built this? You see that little thing at the bottom? It says edit with Lovable. Look at my site. This is my main site that I'm using right now. AI Executive Intelligence, the AIQ, a new kind of intelligence. And then you can join and say you want to have a discovery call with me if you want. And then it talks about my book. You can click on here and it's attached to the the place where you can get my book. And then my expert collaborator model, which is a model that you can use, which is another app that I created. And I actually did create this one in Replit though. So this one was not created in Lovable, but I use different tools, but today is about Lovable. So I'm giving Lovable all its honor. And then this is the AIQ. These are all the different things because when I have ideas, I like to implement them. And so my brain is all about how do you test and measure? Because when we test, measure, that allows us the opportunity to predict. And so you can take an assessment to know your AI awareness and application expert level, your positioning, and your calm quotient. Because what we know is that when people are calm, it really, really, really helps them to be extremely successful. And so then that's my site. That's my full site that I made on um, Lovable. So that's the thing. That's where we are today. All right. Well, I hope that you will take some time on this International Women's Day and play with Lovable. And even if you don't get the chance to play with it today, still get it. Still get it. Still go out and get Lovable. I do have a code somewhere because you get points. Like if I share Lovable with you, I'll get some points. And I mean I always need points with Lovable because I love to play with Lovable. Um I just think it's like the greatest tool. So I'm going to put my Lovable link out there for you in case you decide that you want to play with it. I would love if you would send me some points so I can play with it, or if you want me to build you something, just let me know. Because again, this is, to me, AI is about community and it allows us to figure out how we can just keep building and helping each other. And AI will solve any of the environmental problems that it has because it can do everything with the group. Oh, I misspelled whisper her. I wanted to show you AI whisper her is nothing better than being dyslexic. I promise you, it's like the coolest thing. So just that fast before I left today, I wanted to let you see this. So here we go. You look at the top here, it says AIwhisperher.com. I showed you I went to Namecheap, I connected it. And what? Am I live? Am I out there? AI Whisperer. Yes. Ask the Whisperer. Now, so some of the features are not connected because I didn't connect those today. But when I go back, I can. I can say join. I mean, all of the buttons that aren't working perfectly, I will go back and say, "Hey, can you connect this?" But This is lovable. And just as quickly as I created that, I can go back. Let me go back here and show you this. Lovable. All right, lovable. We had Shanti's. You just go back to it, and it actually is right there. Edit and lovable. Share this tab, and I want to say the ask the AI whisper her tab. I mean button doesn't work. Make it clickable and use a database. Make it clickable. Oh, make it. So let me tell you this. Normally, if I'm going to ask this question, I don't ask lovable because every time you ask lovable, that's going to be a charge. I would then go to ChatGPT, and this is when this stuff is fire, because ChatGPT and Lovable, ChatGPT will literally say, "Tell Lovable to do this for you." So it's fire. The whisper button doesn't work, and instead of doing that, I'm just gonna tell it doesn't work. Um, how can it work? I'm gonna let it fix itself. It's just like a cell in the human body. It can heal itself, and it will tell you what it needs to heal itself. It's amazing. It is so amazing. All right. It thought for 18 seconds to make the button work with real responses. We need to enable a lovable cloud. All right. And so now Lovable is free until 1 a.m. No credits. All right, good, good. So right here it says enable. Let's enable it. Let's make it do it. Do what it do. Enable the Lovable cloud. And that's what it's doing. Okay. So if you go to the AI Whisperer, okay, so it built the back end. All right, I'm gonna allow it. I have until 1 a.m. I might not eat today because I have until 1 a.m. To do this. All right, so now, oh, it's building it, exploring token scope and validity. All right, cloud is enabled. Now let me fetch the AI chat. All right, so now it just fixed itself. All right, and that's the thing with human beings. We like to be so incredibly smart. So one of my very good friends, I have been on a crusade. I told you I think I'm an AI enthusiast, and I was asking him if he was using it. He was like, "Yes, I just went through all the tools hand by hand, and I wrote out a spreadsheet, and I did this, and this." And I said, "Well, did you ever think just to ask it?" And he made a very big joke, and he said, "That's why you got all them degrees. You got too much going on." Because he had to laugh at himself because he didn't think in that moment about asking AI to fix AI. And that's when I talk about the EX. What you're bringing to this tool is your creativity, your brain power, like thinking outside of the box. You don't have to think in the box. For once in your life, you don't have to think in the box. You can just think out of it. And that's what you're bringing to the tool. So the tool itself is intelligent. AIQ, it's intelligent. Those are the tools. EXQ is your experience, your way of being, what you want the tool to do. And combined, we have something amazing. And so let's see what happens. So now it says, ask the whisperer. Bam. Look. Got questions. What is artificial intelligence? Here we go. It said connection failed. Try again. All right. So now I got to go back and tell it that it failed. All right. When I clicked on it, it failed. All right. And then it's going to fix itself. And this is this is what you have to do. You have to just keep troubleshooting and making it do what, as some people might say, making it do what it do. Most beautiful thing is Lovable is free until 1 a.m. Try it. Get someone else to try it. Let's build a community. I would love to come back and do some more and just really get us into this. It is She Builds. It's about International Women's Day, um, and Women's Day. I should have said correctly, but it's not just that women can build today. Anyone can build. And they were having a competition. I feel like the competition, I missed that part because you had to show your what you were doing in a certain time period. And I did miss that. But what I did not want to miss was the opportunity to let you know how this thing actually works. And so it's telling me how to fix itself, what it is doing, and I wanna try it again. Add up yes, it does everything that it needs to do. So, that's what's happening. Alright, it has been fantastic. Shanti, I'm gonna make it a class and a training, and I have so many more tools. If you all knew how much time I spend using tool after tool after tool, it's my favorite pastime. I use a tool a day, and I want us to know how to use these tools. So I couldn't miss today. I did not care what I was doing. When I found out, when Jonathan said it was free, I hopped my tail on over here, and I'm sure Alicia probably said it was free too, but I saw Jonathan's post first, and I got up out of my well, I was still at the desk, but I got out of what I was doing here, and I said, "Whoa, I have to go live right now." So thank you, everybody. Please take the time to learn about AI. I am on all social media channels. I will give you my number if you need me because I am a resource. I'm here to help you. I have programs, I have all the things, all the stuff. We want to help you. This is about the what's next. When you think about what happened with Blockbuster, I grew up loving Blockbuster. When Netflix approached Blockbuster, Blockbuster was like, "We're good." But the truth is that we don't even know. Like some generations are like, "Blockbuster, what is that?" But almost everyone today has heard of Netflix. So it's so important that we take advantage of what is available for AI. And AI is a leveler. The the information that AI provides us, it doesn't matter if you went to Harvard or if you went to the street school or if you went to no school, because AI doesn't care. What AI cares is that you use it and your English doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to use it and then really work with it to get exceptional results. And I am such a fan of the evolution that can happen for all of us. We can all get out of our shells. We can see problems on the street and really find a way to solve them. And one of the things with particularly some communities they are slower to adopt. Also, some generations are slower to adopt. I am clear that my generation would never, ever, 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 under any circumstance, we would not have ever left the BlackBerry if the BlackBerry founder didn't mess it up for us. We loved the BlackBerry. And then we had to go, most of us went straight to the iPhone because we had the iPod, listening to the music and all that. We were forced there because they stopped supporting it. And what that tells us is that we didn't wake up saying, "Oh my God, I got to have the iPhone." We are slow to adopt, but it doesn't mean that we can't adapt. So I understand my generation. I know we started off with typewriters and then ended up with Word Perfect. And then finally, we had this thing called the World Wide Web. And all of those things are evolutions of this process. We did not start off the way that the newer generation did. And so we are also high touch people. So we still like people to touch us and help us. And it's fair. We just have to understand what that looks like and why we are that way. And so my mission is to get everybody using AI for good. I think that the world is a beautiful place. Yes, there's a whole lot of chaos, but there is a lot of good in it. And there are things that we can use AI to be our ministers in a ministry. So please have questions, let me know, text me. My team and I, we are here, AI Concierge Partners, AI Executive Intelligence. This is my book. Yes, this is a great book, and it's really a workbook. So I am also about to do a class on the workbook because people who got the workbook are like, "Oh Lord, now I didn't know you were going to have me working," and so now I'm going to partner with my folks because I understand we're high touch. We are concierge type people. We don't want to walk up to a machine and push it. We really would love someone to be there. And it's okay. It's okay to know who you are, but we also need to understand that the world is shifting and it's moving. And as it shifts and moves, what will happen is we will have technology. And I do not want us to be like Blockbuster. Or if you remember those milk cartons, I don't want us lost on the milk carton. I do not want you lost on the milk carton. I want you to make sure that you know that you are not lost and that this whole revolution that's happening is going to happen whether we want it or not. And being afraid, oh, AI is going to take my job. No, AI is not going to take your job. The person who knows AI is going to take your job. So understand it and let's just jump in and be there. So I want to be there for you. You can find me on AI Executive Intelligence, and my number is here, 818-827-6364. Text me anytime and, ask questions. And, we have workshops and seminars. We speak around the globe on this topic. I've been in this game since 2023. I don't just have AI books. I have literally 22 books, but that's a whole nother story. But AI is what I'm most interested in right now because it's the thing that's going to change our lives. I will be doing a book tour in a city that's near you or by you. And so if you know somebody who wants to bring me in, please, feel free. I want to be a resource and I want to help. So please today, She Builds is such a gift to the world. And I want to thank Lovable for doing this for us because Lovable is just a lovable product. And when I tell you, you can create things that will allow you to create other things. My first class that I did, my first AI executive class that I did, I use Lovable, and I know I'm wrapping up, but I feel almost compelled to show you that too because that was just an amazing thing. That was the first time that I really realized that I can use this. I think I showed that already. I can use Lovable to make money as well as like, you can use it to invite people to your class. Like, before you had to figure out, "How do I connect this to this and that?" And you can connect it to Stripe, and they had Stripe credits. I think they still have the Stripe credits too, so look for that because they're also giving away $250 in Stripe credits today, and so check that out as well. But this tab, let me see which one is showing. No tabs are showing right now. Hold on, let me show you this one. Alright. Yeah, so I think I've shown you this before, but this was something that I did for a coaching class, and then people could secure their seat right here, and they could understand what the class was about. So just very simple, very, very simple. You don't have to be all fancy. And if you have a website, it's fine, but you can also create whatever you want. You could just create an idea and then that's something you want to market for that day. And so I did this for a class that I was teaching and they were bringing me in and I made this for credential coaches that could just go out and then buy the class right there. So lots of utility and lots of ways to use it. So hugs and love to everyone. Please use Lovable and share as much as you can about it with other people because the world is better. We're better together. Period. I don't care what your politics are. I'm not going to blame you for liking something that I don't understand. All that I want to do is to make sure that we are able to build a beautiful world together. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Any questions, again, feel free to reach out. You can find me on LinkedIn, Dr. Cherry Collier. You can find me on Facebook, AI Executive Intelligence. You can find me on Instagram, Dr. Cherry C Suite, and it would make so much sense for all of them to be the same. And look, with AI, we're going to do that too. Hugs and love to you. Again, I hope this was helpful. Please, please, please go out and get yourself whatever idea you have today. Maybe your child has an idea. They have a group in China. I just wrote a white paper on this that people in China, they're teaching their kids 5 years old how to use DeepSeek. Meanwhile, we are just our kids are just stuck on Instagram, just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. We want to make sure that we're teaching people something and allowing them to build. Imagine your child being able to build their own game. Just imagine that. That day is here. Whatever you can imagine, you can achieve. And so we got a lot of good stuff out there. All right. See you soon.